Hey, all right, man. Welcome back to Socially Hood Gaming. It's your boy Bobby Dollars. I'm back at it again. We doing our thing, man. I wanted to go ahead and get into episode or part five of the new Homes in Newcrest. Basically, what we're doing in part five here, as you can see, we are trying to put together the next room that is actually the last and final bedroom for my tenants, or they're not gonna be family. I guess they just be roommates, if that's what you want to call them. But I decided I wanted to make the theme of this room red, like red and black. I don't know why I was on such a strong red kick with this house, but I'm sorry, excuse me, man. I got a little cold here, but I don't know what it is about me and red in this house. I don't know. It's like since I put that red down inside the living room, I kind of just wanted to keep red everywhere, and I put red in the brick inside the outside of the house, and I think I even got red in another portion of the house that we built too downstairs. So we just gonna go with that. I mean, it looked pretty good. I'm gonna be absolutely honest with you. I wouldn't mind living in it, and I'll move my dogs in there too if I could. So it's a pretty decent, pretty nice place. I kind of enjoy what I've been seeing so far. So I mean, like, enjoy watching myself build it basically. But let's check it out for a sec. Alright, so as we see, I finally decided in my mind I was going to stop playing myself and went on ahead and put them beamers on so that way I could see and I can make sure everything was where it needed to be. While I was building this room, I was kind of thinking to myself I wanted to use some distressed brick, you know, or like some concrete. And then while I was looking at that wall, I looked down and I noticed that I had already had that outside. So I was like, well, I don't want this room to look like outside. I actually want it to look like it's a part of the crib. So shit, I went on ahead and just decided to put them walls up. And when I put the walls up, I said to myself I wanted to accent it. I wanted to make it look nice, so that way in every point of the room you can kind of catch a glimpse of some red. So I put that red, what is it called, slide in, slide out, paint, wallpaper or whatever. I put that up as accents, as kind of like accenting the walls and the corners. Because of that black curtain, it made it look really, really nice. And then also I put the red on the entryway from the inside and behind the bed. I thought those would probably look the best. Let me see what we got going on again here. Let's see. Yeah, that red is really standing out. It's looking good. I put some chairs in the corners and everything just in case. I decided that this guy here that I'm putting in this game, I decided for him, I wanted him to be a musician. I wanted him to be somebody that was going to wind up being famous. So when I purchase my Get Famous pack, he's going to be one of my guys that's going to get famous. So I wanted him to learn how to play and learn how to sing, learn how to play the guitar. So he's on the keyboard, the guitar, the mic. He gonna be pretty proficient, man. I'm gonna make sure that he does well. He's gonna be an entertainer, so we'll see how that works out for him. Again, you know, my signature thing here, you always see me saving in the game. I mean, it's an ode to myself because I lost some files by not saving. And then it's also a reminder to anybody that's watching the video, man, save. So I'm sorry about this part, man. I had to take my dog upstairs. They had to go out. But as you see right here, you know, I went on ahead and started to make up in my mind that less is more. Or I'm sorry, more is less or less is more. I don't know how it go, man. Shit, I'm high. So the way we played this one was we decided, and I decided in my mind I wanted to go ahead and just make the pictures bigger. Then that way I can cover a majority of the wall and don't have to put so much clutter out. The more you put out, the more value the home is, but at the same time, why you want to live there if it's just junky? It's just a bunch of crap everywhere. You know, you don't want your house all full of a bunch of everything. You want some space. You want to be able to move around. So I decided with the way I'm gonna do my builds, you know, is I'm gonna make less is more. Like, I'll make things bigger, I'll make bigger things smaller. I won't duplicate as much, but I'll try to keep the rooms so that they look open and airy, and you know, you can move around in them, and it'll be somewhere that you can see everything and everything from every angle, every corner. I don't know, I kind of take my builds a little serious because, like I said, you know, in one of my first videos, I tend to look at it like if it was me moving into this house. So that's why I kind of do it the way I do. But as you see, I put the big picture, black and white picture up over the bed just to throw, you know, just to throw some more color onto the wall. You can see me building that entryway right there. I went on ahead and made that the red slide in, slide out mosaic with some pictures. I used the old So Deaf looking girl picture right there. That's the entryway from outside that you can walk up from the sidewalk and get into the home. I always have liked those little pieces there. I don't know what they are, but I put the red ones up. As you can see, I went on ahead and put the lights up. Those are the lights that shine top and bottom. So I just decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and lay everything out with those lights, because when the lights are actually off and they come on when you're walking through, they look pretty nice. Let's see. I know we'll be building into that foyer there soon. I might have already done the foyer. Yeah, I did the foyer already in the last video. And this one right here, it's turning out pretty nice, you know, with that red. It's glimmering. I put some brown in there. I went on ahead and decided I was going to go ahead and start working on this bathroom again to my room. This is my actual room. I'm going to bring me and my dogs in here. I like that teal and that brown. I did that build on one of the other houses I had on the files I lost, so I kind of wanted to bring that back a little bit. That brown looks pretty good, man, when you accent it with certain things. It looks pretty nice. So I just decided to go ahead and add in all the mirrors and the clutter and everything in the bathrooms just to bring some more value to the home. I did the glass doors on all the bathrooms. I wanted you to be able to see in and out. And let's see, right now it looks like I'm choosing vanity. No, I'm choosing lights. I wanted to put lights over the tub and everything. I wanted them to look, you know, basically look like a real bathroom. So that way when you walk in, you can see every angle and it looks nice. I swapped out tiles. I wanted to stay with the whole wood thing. It kind of turned out pretty nice, you know, with the background of that color of that wall. I don't even know what color that wall is. I don't know if that's like wine or champagne, or I don't know what color it is. Like I said in one of my other videos, I've been so tired lately from working on this online store and pressing up t-shirts and sweatpants and sweaters and stuff, you know, because we're trying to do a t-shirt business and all that stuff now. And I'm working on plates and cups and all that and mementos, and we're printing out pictures for people. So I'm kind of wore out a little bit mentally, you know. My brain won't shut down, so I'm kind of everywhere, as you can kind of see in the builds. I built the bathroom, forgot to put the stuff in there, then went back and redid it, as you see right here. So I thought it was turning out pretty good. I threw some ceiling fans up because that always makes the house look pretty neat when they're all in sequence and everything is rotating at the same time. I actually can't wait to move my people into this house. I can't wait to see how they move around and how they act, and see how they interact, all sharing the same kitchen and living room, to see if people are going to like create cliques, and some people will sit on certain couches and some will sit on other couches. Like, all this is in my head. I know I sound kind of bipolar, man, but I'm not. I'm actually not, you know. I'm just I really like the game. Like, I really like the game. So I'm watching myself right now. I'm throwing in the tile into this bathroom. I wanted this bathroom also to have I want to say a black accent to it, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't want to stray too far away from that black. You know, I don't know what I was doing. I wanted to put some designs in the bathroom, but for some reason, whenever I put designs on the floor, if the entire floor is designed like that, it kind of bothers me every time I look at it. It's too busy. So I normally just try to make it all solid, and normally I try to make the floors dark. So here we are in the bathroom again. I made this one black and white. I used the antique, I guess you call them cabinets. Yeah, I always call them bathroom sinks because in every apartment or house or anything I ever lived in, we never had like a standalone sink. It was always like a sink with a drawer under it or doors where you can keep stuff underneath, and we just always called it a bathroom sink. So when I say bathroom sink, I'm looking at the sink and the whole shebang, not just the sink, the faucet, and handles and all that. But so we're gonna end this video here. This is the end of the red room and everything. We're gonna get into this next video and start building into the basement, man. It's time to move downstairs and start making it look really, really nice down there. Right here you'll see me finishing up the bathroom. I didn't really do much in there. I just kind of threw a few pictures up again, you know, with the whole less is more thing, by putting one picture up or two pictures. It turned out pretty good again. I mean, it just depends on, I guess, the pictures you choose to go with the color scheme. So yeah, I'm kind of digging it. If you just, like I said, if you take a glance at it and then have to look back at it again, that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. If you just look at the bathroom or just look at the apartment and then keep going on to something else, then I didn't do my job. So, you know, I learned that from watching the Sim Supply and watching, you know, a bunch of other guys and young ladies that are simmers. You know, they kind of go back and they really detail a lot of things, especially like with the forestry and the plants and the trees and, you know, the things like that outside. I just can't put the shrubs and all that up. It just takes too long for me, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna try it on this one. We're gonna try to get some trees and some shrubs up. I got some plans for the roof. You know, I don't want to put a bunch of floors on this house. I don't want it to be like 4 or 5 stories tall and all that, because you can only put 8 people per home. So it's best if I just go ahead and you know, just keep this one as a ranch style. But right here we're finishing up this the red room. I wanted to put this carpet in here. I had this in one of my other homes on the files I lost. I liked it, so I decided I wanted to throw it in here with some white shag rugs. I put some black shag rugs in there too. You know, it all turned out and it all coordinated. I put a big shag rug in the bathroom, and I put that brown in there, you know, with that black. I think I accented it with a little bit of green too, I'm not sure. But this here, you know, when you look at the video and you look at it, it all turns out pretty nice. So let's go ahead and get ready to get downstairs to the prized possession of the home. Right here I started already getting everything together because I was so anxious to get back to what I was used to. So I went on ahead and threw a basketball court down here. Basketball court, I like watching the guys go down there and play. It's pretty fun looking at them. You'll be surprised at how active they really are when you send like 3 or 4 guys into there to play basketball together. Like, they really do play basketball, and it shocked me the first time I seen it, you know. But as you see right here, I threw the lights up. I went on ahead and made it like a gym. I put the black floors down. I wanted the red and green outlay with the white inlay because that's something that I never do. I normally just make all my basketball courts look like real basketball courts. So this one kind of reminded me of 2K19 when you play out in the glow in the dark part. So that's why I kind of did that with the black floor and everything. I went on ahead and put the posters up as far as like the jerseys and everything. I mean, they're basketball looking jerseys to me, so I figured why not go ahead and put them in the gym. I mean, these guys are rich, so who's to say that isn't Kobe's jersey or, you know, Russell Westbrook or somebody? You never know. You never really know. So in the Sims, hey, anything goes, man, and I love that about it. So what I decided to do right here was go ahead and add some sports pictures on the other side, you know, just for other people that come in the gym that might not really be into basketball but just like the hoop, so they just in there, they can still see some other things other than just basketball. I went on ahead and pulled out the Bring the Funk graffiti so that way I could light up that other side over there. I didn't want to put posters up, I wanted to do something different, so I went on ahead and threw them in there. As you can see though, I do tend to go back to the other portions of the rooms and take things from there, like I just copy them. I noticed that downstairs in there in the basement, the gym just seemed too small, so I went on ahead and I lifted the walls up to a medium size instead of a high size. I stayed medium. Right now I'm putting chairs out so people can sit down, you know, when they're not playing the game or not on the court. I just put different colors out just to be putting out colors, just because I like, you know, putting colors all over the place now. At first, at some point, I used to always just be black and white, but now I'm kind of color everywhere, to be honest with you. I did want to put the glass walls up so when people are down in the basement, they can see people playing. I put glass walls on the opposite side over there, and I did that for good reason, simply because I decided I wanted to make an indoor pool down here too. Now, most of the time, the gyms are for the guys, the pools are for the girls. So I went on ahead and I put a pool down here just in case the ladies decide they want to have a day out for themselves. They can go and hang out downstairs. My pools always tend to have a bar, maybe a dance floor of some sort. If it's an indoor pool and it's not affected by the weather, why not do more than one thing at a time? So I mean, that's just the way I always look at it. And again, like I said, it's just as if I was living in the house. So that was my first time finding that blue tile. I kind of liked it. So I just said, you know, screw it. Why not go ahead and just use it? It's something different, something that I've never used before. So it turned out pretty neat. As you can see, though, I decided to go ahead and put the heat vent in there too with the little bubbles. So that way the water would be heated. I made the pool, I moved it over a little bit so that way we can get some furniture and get some bars and things in there. I knew that my Sims, normally on my Sims games, I will admit, whenever my Sims are swimming, I always have two swimming and like maybe 3 or 4 that will just sit out there. They won't swim, they'll just sit and talk. So I decided to go ahead and make sure that I have plenty of seating so that way they can talk and hang out. Right here you see me putting the bar up. So that way the ladies can go in there and have them some wine, or have them a little drink, and they can sit down and enjoy themselves. I also put some tables out so that way they can sit. They don't just have to sit at the bar. They can sit and watch their kids or whoever that's in the pool. You know, we all like to people watch every now and again. I went on ahead and threw that dance floor down, and I just put a radio. I didn't put I didn't want to have a mixologist. I just wanted to turn some music on. So I did that, and then I went on ahead and put a little lounging area down there in the right side corner with the plant, of course, because again, like I said, it's for the ladies. A couple TVs with enough space for the Sims to stand there and turn the TV on if they want to. More of the Sims nectar. Of course, I put some nectar down there. Why not? I mean, you gotta put some nectar. Put some pictures up on the wall, and basically you have an indoor pool. And this is just something that I wanted to do real quick. You know, I'm basically trying to photogenically copy what I lost in my old files. So I'm trying to do it the way that I had the other one, because it really looked nice in the other one. So in this next portion of the video, you'll see me getting ready to start the laundry room. Right here, I wanted to make sure that I had a laundry room big enough to where you can stand in there and fold clothes, or you can conversate, or while you're waiting on your clothes, you can use the computer, or, you know, you might just want to get away from everybody and go into the laundry room and jump online sometime just to chat or something. You never know, you know, social networking. So I went on ahead and hooked that up. And if, as you see right here, I'm real big on using a lot of the decor that they give. Like when I get my packs, I'll go ahead and I'll just go through them. Like I'll spend an hour just going through them and looking at them and seeing what all I have, how they'll fit, the different colors, the designs. And this is kind of why I say I have the stuff already in my head, because I'll sit there and I'll look at all those different objects, and sometimes it takes longer than an hour. And I'll look at all those pieces, and then I'll say, okay, wow, this will look good with this will look good with that. And then when I start building my houses, those images will pop in my head and I'll just grab them. So I decided to go 3-on-3 with the washer and dryers with the green and brown, because I wanted to make sure that they were actually able to wash and not one person would have to wait on another. Let's see. Right now I'm putting in the countertops because, like I said, I wanted to be able to use the laptops in there. I wanted to be able to fold clothes. You know, it's plenty of room in there for them to be able to do whatever they needed to. So I turned those counters around so people could sit. and they wouldn't be in the way. So as you see, I got 3 spaces there. I went on ahead and threw 3 computers there. These computers aren't the computers that, you know, inspire, or, well, I only put 2 computers, but these aren't the ones that inspire or give confidence or anything like that. They're just useful, you know. Whenever people are downstairs down there, they can go ahead and they can use those computers whenever they feel like it. The laundry room's looking pretty good so far. Again, I went with the wood theme. I went on ahead and threw that sunrise green in there. I don't know why, I just thought it looked pretty nice. And this bottom floor is going to be absolutely accessible. I got all kinds of nice stuff going on down in this bottom floor. That bottom floor, you've seen the pool, you've seen the basketball court. I'll also have a game room down here. I have an old school game room with a bar in here also. I use those styled rooms. Like I said, I love those styled rooms because some of those styled rooms can give you inspiration if if you choose the right one for the right moment. It can actually give you an inspiration, and then you can build around it. Just knock the walls down, keep the furniture where it is, or move it around, use the floor, and you'll be surprised. But again, this is the end of this video, and I thank you guys for checking me out, man. Subscribe to the channel, and you guys take it easy, man. Thanks a lot.